Hi, my name's John Ford of Salterns Brokerage. I'm going to show you around today one of our new listings. It's a Sunseeker Portofino 35. She's a 2006 model. She's fitted with the twin Volvo D6-350 horsepower, which was the larger engine option at the time, which will take the boat up to a fantastic 40 knots, 40 plus knots. And she is available here for sale, and we'd welcome any calls and inquiries. Okay, we're going to start with the exterior and just show you a few things on the externals of this boat worth pointing out. You can see the blue hull band in very good condition, and with a red boot line all the way through as well. White hull. We've got the canopy sections just taken off with a sunroof section on there as well. And there's some nice features to this 2006 model where the owners over the years have kept her up to date, kept her looking in original condition, but also with a few features just to point out. So we've got here the sign writing here is backlit with LED lights, both blue and white lights, and you'll see down here on the waterline as well, just down here. So we've got underwater lights flashing both blue and white down here, two on the transom and then two either side. We've got teak bathing platform, bathing ladder, a really good and useful locker here for fender storage, etc. Really handy that. Just you can tuck it all away and it's all locked up, just to keep the boat neat and tidy. We've also got a hot and cold shower, and then we come through into the cockpit. So there's a few things I want to point out, because for me this is a boat that screams Sunseeker of its heyday. So the quality of the upholstery, the solid teak table. We come through, we come on up, wet bar with a cool box just in there as well. A few drinks for the weekend. And then we step up here to this section, we come up to the helm, and this is where just a few upgrades that's been completed recently. So we've got the weighted Sunseeker wheel, stainless steel wheel, that's been fitted relatively recently in the last couple of years. The owners who are looking after her very, very well. Also the seating here for three with a helm up here, and then you can be nice and high, so when riding high and cruising anywhere you can all sit up together and all see where you're going. There's a chart plotter, Ray Marine E120. She's got the Volvo D6, as you mentioned, the D6 engine, 350 horsepower, so plenty of power on the throttles here, and when manoeuvring around the marina we've got a bow thruster just here as well. VHF depth gauge here as well, Ray Marine. And I'm just going to slip my shoes off here, and we're going to drop on down below into the saloon and galley. Now I just want to take a minute just to step back so we can see this whole section here. So we've got the saloon with the cream leather with a cherry wood interior. Now it was fairly common of the Sunseekers of this age where the processing for the drying for the lacquer, sometimes you'd get blooming on the cherry wood, which if you've seen the Sunseekers of this age you may have noticed. On ice there is no blooming whatsoever. As you can see, the woodwork is in really good condition. Original leather, which again is in extremely good condition, very well cared for. And we go across here to the galley area. So we've got a fridge with a freezer compartment in there for the ice, flat screen TV, which is obviously a more recent addition, electric hob, and a microwave, so everything you'd need for a weekend. And then even down to the Sunseeker cutlery, tea set, crockery, and glassware. Over here we've got the isolator switches for the power for your AC and DC, and also the boat is actually fitted with a Fisher Panda generator, 5 kilowatts, and that was fitted new in 2019. Okay, so we're going to take you forward now into the double forward. You see a nice sized cabin, well fitted, and again just screaming the quality, the fit out Sunseeker. And then we'll come through here, just little touches here, you can tell how well it's been looked after. It's got the little rubber nipple here, so just where it meets, really well thought out, just gives you a bit of insight in how well it's been cared for and looked after by the owners. Now come back in here into the aft cabin, and we've got a twin aft cabin back here, storage under the beds, and then we've got storage in here, storage under the leather seats, and also good size hanging space. So both in the forward and aft cabin you have hanging space in here, and actually what is a very useful, very well appointed guest cabin. Okay, I'll take you back on through, and we're just going to go and have a look at the engine bay. So we've got storage underneath the seats just all the way through, just back here. Low level lights, you see the LED blue light here, and then I'm going to crack open the engine hatch here. See, good access to filter. We've got a generator just tucked down the back there. Nice clean dry bilges as well. See the radar hoop with the LED lights. It looks absolutely phenomenal when it's lit up at night. Okay, I'll take you up onto the foredeck. So there's a nice, really good step just down here. Easy access onto the foredeck. Good handholds all the way through as well. So we just come on through. Feels nice and solid. And as you come through, feel the solid framework, stainless steel. Again, just screams the quality of Sunseeker. And as we come onto the foredeck, drinks holders, you've got a large enough space here, and actually the tracks here, if you wanted to fit a sunbed, would be easy to have one fitted on here, or as many would opt just to put a sunbed down as and when you use it, rather than something roll up, rather than having to store anything away. And then come onto the, notice the nice safe pulpit rails all the way through, nice and high, good for safe access. Hatch there through to the forward cabin, and then we've got the hatch here for the anchor and electric windlass. So controls here on the foredeck, so if the crew was leaning over the pulpit rail to have a look, you could do that from the bow, or alternatively you would control it from the helm position. Just coming back here, just to point out that you've got the radar as well, for useful for coastal cruising, or if you wanted to cruise across to France, then that's linked up to the Raymarine E120 TV aerial and VHF whip as well. Okay, just to summarise a few points. So this is a Sunseeker Portofino 35, built in 2006. It is rare to the market, and rare to find one in such good condition, an original specification such as this, just with a few tweaks and upgrades just to freshen her up over the years. She has 430 hours on the engines, and the generators were replaced. The generator was replaced in 2019. We think it would survey very well, and we'd welcome any inquiries. So it's offered by us, and sole listing brokerage through Salterns Brokerage It's lying down here, down in Salterns Marina, down in Poole, the home of Sunseeker, and she's asking 145,000, and we'd welcome any inquiries. My name's John, and we look forward to seeing you on some more videos in the future. Thank you.